We have development footage from the Champion's Ballad, a new Zelda artwork book, and a possible Zelda bundle HD for the Nintendo Switch to talk about in this video. Hello everyone, I'm Hyrule Gamer, and there are some interesting things to talk about in this sort of news update video, as there's some interesting new Zelda news which just came from Japan Expo in France just recently. First of all, we'll start with the new artwork book. So, the Masterworks is a new Zelda artwork book coming out as a follow-up to the Art and Artifacts book which was released recently. And it is based on Breath of the Wild and will be filled with concept art and ideas all from Breath of the Wild, and some other Zelda games as well. Here's an image from one of the pages from the Masterworks. Personally, I really want to get my hands on this as it will go nicely into my collection, and will be a blast to read through and check out the art from Breath of the Wild and the other games included. Next is something I'm so hyped to be able to wear in Breath of the Wild, which will also be coming out alongside the Champion's Ballad. This is the Lobster Top from The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker. It's even been confirmed by Nintendo on Twitter, so it's definitely coming out with DLC 2 later this year. First we get Tingle's outfit, the Phantom armour, Majora's Mask and Midna's helmet, now the Lobster Top from Wind Waker. I am loving this, and who knows, maybe there's more to be announced, or that we will have to wait for later this year when DLC 2 for Breath of the Wild comes out. Lastly, regarding the Breath of the Wild DLC, here is a very small clip of some development footage from the Champion's Ballad. Now, although it's not in the best quality, it is still interesting to see, and we also now know that you will play as Link in the Champion's Ballad. However, you will learn a lot about Zelda during the Champion's Ballad, and it also takes place after the battle with Calamity Ganon. This has also been confirmed on Twitter, as you can see on the video right now. Now, moving on to the second part of this video. This image of a Zelda HD bundle for the Switch has been floating around the internet lately, and is an amazing idea in my opinion, and is something I would love to see come to the Switch. There is many reasons why I think this would be great for the Switch and Zelda. First of all, there's a good chance we'll be waiting at least 3 to 4 years before another home console 3D Zelda game, whether it's on the Switch or not. Releasing a bundle of Zelda games on the Switch, possibly after the Champion's Ballad, would keep Zelda fresh on the Switch for a little while longer, and would also finally make Skyward Sword in full HD, which is something I've been waiting for. Second reason, which I've talked about in a few videos now, is using the HD Rumble and the Joy-Con technology for the new motion controls, as we know how amazing they already are on the Switch, and it would work so well with Skyward Sword. And Eiji Aonuma already said in an interview with Famitsu magazine a little while ago now, this could happen, a Skyward Sword on the Switch. Third reason is, it would just be totally awesome. 3 more Zelda games for the Switch? Although they are all HD remakes, I could still see myself purchasing them, and having a blast playing for them all again, but this time on the Switch. Something I'd like to add on to this idea is actually an idea of my own, which I believe I've mentioned in a previous video. My idea was a bundle of retro handheld Zelda games for the Switch, minus Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, as they require a touchscreen different to the Switch's touchscreen. But I'm talking about a few games such as the Minish Cap, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Seasons and Ages. And Nintendo could even include A Link to the Past, as it was actually released on the Game Boy Advance as well, and would be a definite seller for the Switch. That's all for this little Zelda news video. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to let me know your thoughts on all this Zelda news in the comments below. Also, quickly before I go, I have been streaming on Twitch lately, and there is a link to my Twitch channel in the description if you want to check out my streams sometimes. Well, until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.